But again, how the filters might affect the flow, the fill rate then could be different. It does look like the paddle's moving a lot faster now, so could that be...
Yeah.
Is it still in slow mode, and it's just because there's no...
Yes, it is still in slow mode.
So yeah, it must be pulling the water through the filter that slows the actual flow rate down.
For those tuning in, this is Nautilus Live. We're off the coast of California and Oregon at the south area of the Juan de Fuca Plate. And presently Subsea is researching the geochemical and conducting geochemical and microbiological experiments regarding vent geology. Two types of tube worms have been observed: short, fat, high temperature, high fluid flow vents. The morphology of the tube worms is short and fat. And in the low temperature, low fluid flow, you find long, skinny tube worms.
How are we doing on time, Amy?
1.5 minutes left.
1.5 minutes to go. Perfect, thank you.
It looks like the front and back of the bags aren't pulling down like the middle is.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, it still looks bowed on the edges, doesn't it?
Yeah. Trevor, do you know in this video if the inlets and outlet, the inlets to the bags, is that on this side or? Do you know which side the inlets to the bags are? Okay. Based on where this camera is. The forward. Oh, okay. So it would be on the back side there, on that side. Okay. Okay. Thanks.
There are two labs aboard Nautilus, and Sarah and Amy will be conducting research on conducting their studies and assays.
Okay, stop bag.
Okay, confirm that. So that's sample end.
It's not
Okay,
stopping
that's great.
again.
Oh, what was that, sorry?
It's just having trouble stopping.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a bit of delay in the...
Yeah.
Make a quick note of that. Aubrey's writing that down for us.
Okay, now it's stopped.
Are we seeing that same kind of delay on the filters, or is it only on the bag?
No, it's only on the bag.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what the problem is, but I'm having to click between several windows.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you're not in the right window, if you click in and click back in, or click out, click back in, and it
You've
just
got to
gets,
reactivate the window
just
to
gets,
allow it to.
yeah. And so I'd have to do that several times before it actually caught it. Okay.
Great.
Let me just write down my numbers here, and then I'll be done.
Of course, no problem. So yeah, we'll actually wait for you to get done, Amy, because the next thing is for us to place the physical marker. So what I want to make sure is we don't actually obscure where the sample location is, but we give it a good indication of where it is for future dives, if you're to return.
What?
We're going to place the marker in a minute. I'll let you finish your spreadsheet first, but
sorry.
no problem. You get your spreadsheet done, and then we can move on. Can I get Trevor to stow the inlet? Is that?
Yes,
Yeah?
I am done.
You are done.
I'm going to a half port, purge port for travel.
Okay, Trevor, you there? Hello, excellent. So Amy is complete with her super sampling within the bag.
Roger.
So we are good to be able to stow the exhaust wand.
Okay, come
back
wide
onto
on
the
Zeus,
vehicle.
please.
And just to let you know, the next thing we're going to do after this is to actually place our physical marker.
Right on that spot?
Yeah, well, not right on the spot, because I'm assuming we want to be able to have access to the spot on future dives,
Yes.
either on this cruise or on subsequent cruises.
Understood.
And I'm quite keen not to like disturb like the visual cues we have for the actual location, because that's something that we'll obviously, and other scientists will use in the future to be able to relocate that exact sampling spot, obviously, if it doesn't change in morphology over the time frame in which we go there. So I mean,
Please, yep.
and we don't want to obscure the recovery for the microcolonizers either.
Gotcha.
So, in terms of position, I mean, are you able to access, are you going to be able to stow the wand without lifting off, or are you going to have to lift off to stow the wand?
Let me tell you in 30 seconds.
No problem.
And Amy, just let me know when you have a flow rate and a final volume for that last bag.
Okay. My flow rate was 1.33 liters per minute, but that includes the flushing. I'll have to subtract that out.
Yeah.
And
So
then
in there, come on, work
6.64 liters.
Thank you very much.
All right, there we go.
Which is probably closer to 3.
Nice job.
Thanks. So, let's see what we got here. Marker A?
Yes.
You want to
Yep,
deploy a marker,
marker
eh? Hey, stop that. No, just kidding.
Can we also power off the super and the Prevco when you get a chance?
You can go ahead and do that, Cassidy.
Do what?
Power off the super and the Prevco.
Okay.
Power's off for super and Prevco.
Thank you.
Roger. All right, where do you want me to drop this chain? Like, yeah?
I think so, Amy, if that suits you. As long as that doesn't hinder the recovery of the colonizers, which I don't think it will being there, will it?
I can put it farther away, like over here.
Sure.
Yeah, let's go for there. As I say, I don't really want to obscure the sample site, which we've actually just sampled. Well, that was easy. Look at that.
Hey.
Make it look simple, Trevor.
Thanks, Lee.
Excellent. Maybe we can get some good freight grabs of that as well while it's on.
I'll put the arm away and then I'll line it up for you.
We should also either add this physical marker to the existing target or potentially rename the target to this physical marker, however you guys prefer to do that.
I think we'll add, or can you put it in the notes and annotation? Actually,
Yeah,
no.
you can either put the physical marker in the notes, or we can just make the actual name the physical marker and then put the samples in the notes.
Look at the way
Oh, that's, oh, yeah.
water
And
currents are
let's
moving
keep,
there.
our normal protocol is to put markers as sample numbers, right? So we usually have in high pack, we'll have NA108.
Typically.
Yeah, so let's keep with how we would normally do it. Let's add another marker on top
And remember that I
Okay,
have...
And
so have
call it-
two separate markers.
Have two separate markers.
Okay.
And then when we export the list from HiPack, we'll have target A or marker A, and we will also have our samples as two separate.
Okay.
Does that make sense, guys?
Yes,
Yeah.
just remember that I have two NA108-007s. There's one with the dash, and then there's one before that.
You should.
There should only be one.
There should only be one.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause
So the first one, I was having you rename it the first time.
I see.
Yeah,
I'll just
so just-
delete that
yeah,
one. That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Delete the first one.
You got your screen grabs here?
Yeah, I think you're good.
Okay. And if you need it, I can take off and fly around it or whatever to get another view of it.
Well, actually, hold tight, Trevor.
Holding tight.
Hold tight. Our next job before we do that is we've actually got to collect a rock sample.
Yes.
Oh, do we ever?
Hey.
We do. Now everyone's excited. Right. Okay. So we have instructions of what we're actually looking for. So it's going to take a little bit of looking around, I think, at first, because what we want is we want a rock or mineral sample from the area of where we've just taken our diffuse flow sampling. It needs to be at least, if possible, at least 8 centimeters in diameter. And if we can only get smaller, flatter parts of a sample, then we need to collect multiple samples to achieve that target size of about 8 centimeters, 8 by 8 or 8 by 8 by 8 in volume.
Okay.
The rock needs to come from as close as possible to where the fluid flow sampling was done, and it needs to be in contact. So I think the area where we've just sampled, there was a bit of, the problem is that it's going to be really hard to decipher between, I think, I'm not going to be able to tell the difference, and I don't know if you'll be able to help me, Amy, but between what might be actually a vent, like a chimney precipitate, and what's going to be a rock.
Jess, can we get a
So-
half zoom in on there and we
Yeah,
can
I
take a
think
look
we're going
around?
to have a look and maybe have a
That's pretty good there.
very gentle poke, but it's okay because we've done all our chemical sampling now, right? So we're okay if we disturb the site somewhat.
So-
But obviously we don't want to disturb it too much.
You want me to just get the arm out and start poking around, or what do you think?
Well-
yeah, I mean,
So there's that pile to the left on the lower
that's
left
what
side
I
of
was
the
just
screen.
looking at,
Yeah.
actually.
This
Yeah,
one
this,
kind of down here.
Yeah,
yeah,
that brown bit. Lee,
Okay.
great minds think alike.
yeah, absolutely. Do you want to have see how firm that is? Bearing in mind everything else we've touched has been mainly biological and
Full
quite
wide,
squishy.
please.
So yeah, if we have a prod at that and see if that's something we can get.
Let's see what we get.
And I mean, ideally, so there is another ideal situation. If we're able to get a rock with any of the purple bacterial mat on it, then that would
Okay, let's do a zoom there.
also be good. But let's have a
that's
look
good.
at this bit first.
I'll just nuzzle around a bit, I guess. See what we find.
Yeah, so more to the left where it's harder, where it looks a little darker. Because I think all the white, lighter material is actually quite biological.
Oh,
it's super
yeah.
friable.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could definitely fry that.
Yeah.
I think I saw a rock in there. Hold on. Let me do
Need to
this.
zoom more.
Sure, please, yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's not 8 by 8.
Nope.
It's a rock.
We can have a look at it. I mean,
Sure, I'll
it's going to
bring
be
you the
really
light
difficult,
pool.
but let's have a... I might actually just quickly defer to anybody in the lounge. So if anybody in the lounge is looking at the screen right now, this is...
Oh, I see sparkle.
Sparkly,
yeah.
I think it might be more chimney material than rock.
Yeah, it does say rock/mineral sample, so I
Yeah.
think there is an understanding that we might not be able to collect an actual rock. Lounge, this is Psi 1. Is anybody there? Is Nicole or Darlene there as well?
My understanding was that they preferred having a rock sample if they could, but
Yeah.
then they were okay with chimney if that was the only thing that you could break off.
There's that other one right behind the jaws right
Oh.
now. This
Oh,
spot.
yes.
Try
Oh,
that.
hold on one second. I'm just hearing from the lounge, but
Holding
I
on.
can't quite hear them. Hi, yes. Hi, Nicole. Yes, go ahead.
I can't hear Nicole.
It does look like a good rock to you. It was just left of to where we did the fluid sampling. So Where we did the
Come out a
fluid
little bit,
sampling,
please,
it looked
Jess.
more like it was a chimney structure,
Right
so
there.
you can just see it just on the right-hand side there.
Fluid sampling's over here. Yeah.
Absolutely, it's in contact with fluid flow, it looks pretty solid. So yeah, if you're happy, I think we're happy here. So what we'll do is we'll grab a few fragments from that area we've just sampled and we'll take good photos of them in the manipulator and put them away. Okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. Are you happy with that, Amy, as well?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Great. Okay,
These are going to
Trevor.
go in the forward bio box somewhere?
Yes, but before you do, can we get some good shots of it with the camera?
Yeah, did we get those already, Aubrey?
I took some as you were spinning it around, but if we can do it just a little bit slower to make sure they're not blurry, that'd be
Slower,
great.
sure.
Yeah, or
Okay.
maybe if you want to get it out of the diffuse flow, whatever is easiest.
How's that?
That's perfect.
That's great. Do you want to rotate it around? We'll
I
get
don't know
another one.
how much slower I can go than that.
Way to go, Trevor, on the
There's the
first grab.
diffuse flow. Quit flowing.
That's great. You happy, Aubrey?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay, come wide.
Wide.
So now I see if the drawer opening gives us some trouble. Do you have a preference of side?
Makes no difference to me.
Okay, there is a scoop in one and a paintbrush in the other.
Scoops in the left side now.
Scoops in the right side.
If you would prefer to have easier access to that later, whichever one.
I can shift all the tools to one side.
I might do this, actually. I'll put them in the port side.
Yeah, it's the brush lighter, just because we don't want to really mush it around if the scoop's in there as well, so that might be a better idea.
Whoop. Can I see? I got a tool tray in every time. Otherwise I can't see with all this paraphernalia on the front porch.
So confirming that was in the port forward bio box.
Port forward, correct.
Awesome.
Should I mark this as 009 as a separate marker? Or?
So this is sample 014.
So, can you zoom
Get
in,
some more,
please?
yeah.
Jess? Good there.
I can't see any with the purple mat on here.
Can I go for a grab right
but
here?
Let's go. Yeah, go for it.
I'll try a lighter grip force. That was grip force 5. I'll try 3. I'll try for this chunker
Yeah, I was going
here.
to say that, but in the foreground might be quite good.
This is about as light of a grip force as I can get. Maybe one more lighter, but
Ooh. Looks like you got a lot of biology on that one.
is that what you're after?
Not really, but it's okay. I think if there's a good rock under it, that's probably more of a priority. But maybe if you twist it around, some of that'll fall off. I think quite a lot of that is just loose gastropods and stuff, and a sea spider.
Oh, and one sea spider.
One sea spider.
He's a fluffy, cute one.
He is. Oh my god.
Oh, look at that.
And a scale worm.
You can't have a
Is
fear
that
of
what that is
spiders
on the
looking at
bottom?
him.
Yeah, that's a polynoid scale worm.
Oh
I
my
wonder if that is
goodness.
actually rock or
Look
if that.
at all of that.
It looks like it.
Want me to
that
give it
bit
a
at
little
the
shake?
bottom.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
mostly
just.
all biology.
Yeah, I wonder if that is actually just consolidated biology rather than actually
Yeah, I
hard
don't know
substrate
if
under
that's
there.
actual rock.
I can try to squish it.
I think so. Squish that top bit because you've only there's a quite a substantial bit to the base of it. So if that doesn't,
Yeah,
that looks
like
rocky.
it might be rock.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
It's holding together, so
yeah. I was
Okay.
gonna say, yeah. Give it another shake. Let's get rid of a little bit more of that biology.
Get the biology out of here.
Yeah, I got rid of that.
Shake.
Go ahead now.
Shake. Shake your samples.
Yeah, they're actually dashes, but I don't know that it matters in the name.
Yeah, that looks solid under there. I'm pretty convinced that's a rock under there. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll sample that. Come out.
Do you want to put it
Have
in
you
the
got your frame
lasers
grabs,
to see
Aubrey?
its
Yep.
size?
Yeah, if that's possible, actually, that would be
You
really
bet.
useful. Yeah,
Anything's
if we get a
possible
laser
for
shot
you
on it.
guys.
Oh, look at that.
Thank you very much, team. Much appreciated. Were you able to get a zoom as well?
Yeah, go ahead and zoom.
Bring up the camera a little.
If I come down, the lasers won't move with it.
Can you move up the camera?
And I'll move the lasers too.
Oh, I see.
Oh, of course. We'll go for one there with the lasers in shot and then maybe do a pan up and we'll lose the lasers.
Can do a which?
We'll get a shot like this.
Yep.
And then maybe, it doesn't matter, we'll go for another, you can pan up and zoom in and...
Or if you extend the arm out, so that and then I can zoom in with the
I
lasers
understand, yeah.
more centered. There we go.
Let me get that in the right way here. Yeah. Yeah.
Great work, guys.
I don't know that it matters. They should be parallel, the lasers and the Zeus.
Trevor, do you need bubble?
No, that's fine, thanks.
Oh, I guess now we're in the flow.
Now we're in the sclerin. Okay, I'll just sample it.
Yeah, you good, Aubrey? Happy?
Yeah,
Got
I'm
some
good.
Frame grabs?
Okay, full wide, please.
Full wide.
And this can go in the same box.
Yes.
And you wanted one Lee with the purple mat as well, right?
I'm just rereading the instructions, and actually what I want to do is I just want to go back to
Oh, now it
where he...
broke.
Oh, that actually crumbled then, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And part of that might be rock. Okay, I think what we'll do is, just to make sure we've got enough, we'll go back to that patch and we'll see if we can get one more piece of solid rock, like the first one. If we can get another piece like that, I think I'd be really happy.
Roger that.
And then we'll go back just to next to where we sampled the fluid flow, just to see if there's anything there as well that might be sampleable too. So let's go here first and have
So
one
I'm
more
going
look.
to go
Where
starting
you-
in this area again.
Yeah, where your lasers are. Let's see if we can get another piece like the first piece.
I'm leaving it all at 014 because
Okay.
it's at the same site for the same purpose.
Lee, would you like me to go with a high grip force now and see if I just squash everything? And if I don't squash it, it's rock?
Yeah.
Okay, because last one was on grip force 3. Nice
Yeah,
and,
the
nice and
first one,
loose.
and what was the first one on? What grip force was the first
5, I
one?
believe.
5, yeah, let's go with that. See if we can... It's quite hard.
Maybe down here,
I was going to say, or to the right? Yeah,
to the right.
to the right.
Oh, I see this one here.
Yeah. And then a bit, yeah, try that bit first.
Oop.
No, biological, I'd say, that flattened. Oh, I don't
It's
know.
like a sheet of... Oh,
I'll get it out of the blurry, and then we can have a zoom.
Looks like a bit of crust, maybe?
Look at those.
Ooh, lots of worms on it. Oh no, there's some mineral. That is mineral down there. Can you see? That looks sparkly. Can you just see by the edge of the manipulator?
by that worm.
Yeah, can you rotate it slightly towards you, Trevor? Yeah, can you just see it's starting to sparkle?
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if that's any kind of like chalcopyrite or something, but
Yeah.
again, that's not really, that's more mineral, chimney-ish. Let's take that bit as well.
Taking it?
Yeah,
Okay, come wide, please.
wide. And maybe do a quick shake of the biology.
Sure thing.
Get rid of some of that. These not words that usually come out of my mouth, by the way.
Shake the biology.
Get rid of the biology.
This.
Let's get rid of it.
These things here, they're moving.
Yeah, they're para-alvenalia. So there's the same with, there's a couple on the rock we've sampled now. They've just come out of their tubes.
Okay.
That's as D-biology as I can get it.
Go for it. And I think, Amy, you just spotted one actually, didn't you, to the right that I saw as well that you pointed out that might be a little bit more like the first bit we saw. Don't worry about that bit, Trevor. We can shake that off. Let's not take those.
Oop.
If you can zoom back into where you were when you're ready. When Trevor's ready.
Say one, Trevor.
We're zooming back into over here.
So much.
Go ahead.
There's a lot of
Biology in there.
Yeah. Right, hold on 1 second. We saw something that looked a little bit more solid. Actually, now I think that bit's encrusted with worms.
Yeah.
How about down here? See it?
How about down at the bottom of the screen?
I heard bottom of the screen.
Yeah, just above where your gas tights are. Can you see just to the left of the gas tight? There's like a grey.
Are we talking this one?
No, to the right of that.
Just
Like
like
re-grab here. You're talking here?
Yeah, that guy.
Okay, let's try that.
Nope.
Crushed.
No, we'll ditch that. Okay, we had quite a good sample. The first bit and the second piece I felt were quite good. The one thing I want to check is just to the right-hand side of just where we sampled. There was that little bit, but I think it was mineral deposit.
Yeah.
So we'll have a quick look and see if it's solid. Or is that bit there? Is that what we just... Sorry, Trevor. I'm
It's all good.
back and forth.
I can know where to be.
Just above the gas tight again, can you see there's a dark patch? That might crumble as well, but let's have a go. Yeah,
Oops,
no,
missed.
crumbled.
It's going to crumble though, yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it. No, it looks really crumbly.
We do have the shovel. We can do some digging.
I think they
think-
want it solid.
Scoop-a-doop. Yeah, I think we actually, the first sample was pretty good. So the last thing we just want to do, if you can pan right to where we... yeah, so we sampled just obviously below that yellow chain there.
We sampled right
yeah.
here.
that
So-
purple bit there.
Yeah,
So what if
so
I do this one?
yeah, that. I want to see if that, I've got a feeling it might be quite friable, but let's have a see. Let's have a look, see what that
I'll
is.
find out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's friable, yeah.
Yeah.
Poof.
Okay.
Annihilation.
I think all of that's just going to
Yeah.
disintegrate. Okay, I think between the pieces we have, with the first bit, which was really good, I think we've probably got enough.
Okay.
Yeah, it said should be at least 8 centimeters, probably equine state. If not, smaller, flatter samples are available. Please collect multiple samples. I think we have enough in there. I think we're good with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll move along then, is that right?
Yeah, that's us done for this site. So that's our first station knocked out. So that was IGT supers, place the marker, and collect the rock and mineral sample.
There's that one past the yellow rope there, just to the right of the lasers. Laser's on it
There?
right now. Last ditch effort.
Go on, if you can reach it, let's go for it. See what that is.
Crunchy.
Crunchy. You got really lucky. That was a really good spot with that first,
Yeah, the first grab worked.
the first grab, yeah.
Okay, come
I
wide,
think it's going to
please.
be really difficult around here. Everything else seems to be really, really friable. You can see the area we've actually disturbed trying to find something. So think we're happy with that. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. Okay, so yeah, I think that's us complete for this site.
Okay.
So if you're ready to stow, Nav.
Yep.
Do you have our location for waypoint 2 in High Pack?
Yeah, so the location for waypoint 2 in High Pack, I think, is southwest of where the diffuse flow actually was that we're targeting. So in High Pack, that diffuse flow next to the Embari marker is the area of interest that I'm going to get us to.
Okay, so I can see diffuse flow Embari 5,
Yep.
and then just to the southwest of that, waypoint 2, WP2, so that's where we're heading to, yes?
So we're heading to the diffuse flow, which apparently aligns with the waypoint 2 that was intended. So the waypoint 2 was loaded in as an a priori, and the diffuse flow is actually at the diffuse flow marker.
Okay,
Does
so
that make sense?
I think so. So let me just reiterate this just to make sure I'm
Uh-huh.
understanding. So waypoint 2 was the target we were given in the dive plan, correct?
Yes.
But when you've now,
When we've seen it yesterday,
when you've reconciled it from what we saw yesterday
Yes.
and the figure that we've been provided, and it's actually become diffuse flow Embari 5,
Yeah.
so that's where it actually
and
is.
actually right to the west and south of that, you see that there's a hole in the Norbit map.
Yeah.
That's because of the flow. So
Right,
I'm going to take
okay.
us right there.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Okay, so that's where we're going to head to next. And we have an image. So if you got an image, I've got one on my screen of what we're looking for. So we have a very defined target to which to look for the next sample.
I'm going to put a ship move.
No problem, Amy.
Good for that?
That sounds great. I'll
Okay,
take
Trevor,
off.
so ready
Hello.
to go when you are.
Ready to go when I am.
Yep, and actually if we get a couple of grabs of the marker in all its glory as well.
Yeah, while we're waiting for the ship to start going, I'll just circle around this and get you some shots.
Just can you zoom
Perfect,
out,
thanks,
please?
Trevor.
See if I can get the IGT out of this. Get out of there. There we go.
We're aboard Nautilus Live, collecting samples at Quarter Ridge, at the south end of the Juan de Fuca Plate. And we're collecting for NASA Subsea. You can go on to the expedition site at Nautilus Live and find out more information about Subsea.
What's my bearing to target?
Let me get 102.
102, thank you.
Collecting microbial samples as well as geological samples to study the vents in this region.
Nav, this is Data. Can we just make sure and confirm that these sites, so there should be 2 markers at this site that we just did. One of them should be NA108-007-014. The other one should be physical marker with a capital P and a capital M _A. Yeah, so that should be 014 actually, because we just took that rock sample.
You'll end up getting some winch action pretty soon here.
Fun stuff.
Can't wait.
Oh, if you have that one separate, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Is it under 008? Yeah, I think if you actually name it physical marker A, yeah, so that they can search that. Ah, perfect.
Are we going up?
Yeah. Could you do me a favor, please? Could you get your auto heading set to 100? Then I can use that for my orientation.
Yes.
Yeah, also, if your goal is wrapped around to 400, you can just turn auto heading on and off really quick, and then it resets the number to a normal number.
Hey Nav,
Yep.
Oh, sorry, were you just about to make a ship move, or have you got 2 seconds?
I have 2 seconds.
1001.
Okay, I was going to say, do we have a heading for that figure 3 that we're looking for in our dive plan?
Figure 3. You mean this diffuse
100,
flow?
yeah,
Yeah.
or
Like
102 or whatever.
8.2?
That's fine.
Yeah,
Thanks.
has Mars been able to provide a heading? Or
You can
Yeah,
come up
the
on
heading
Delta
from
too.
Herc is about 100.
Coming up.
100 based on that photo on that?
Oh, let me see. You mean heading from where the photo was taken?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a depth. I have a depth of 2691.
Yeah, I don't have that information for that
Okay.
photo.
No, that's fine.
All right.
We'll
I
have a
assume
look.
it looks like it's looking upslope, so
Yeah.
it might be 090.
We'll keep our depth target. So we know our depth is 2691. So we'll be as close to that depth as possible when we start trying to reacquire that site visually.
Great.
Well, I'll find it for you.
Come on, Trevor. We can do it. We can do it, team.
Great.
Is my target bearing 76, not 101?
Yeah, you're now 076.
Okay. All right, Cassidy, could you give me that bearing, please? I guess heading. 076 now, or 075 or whatever.
It's a ways away.
So to kind of orient ourselves, where are we headed versus where we were just at in the extent of the vent
Yeah,
field?
it's not. That's a little far.
Yeah.
076 we're going for.
Oh, 76. Okay.
We're going due east of the, pretty much due
So
east
we
of the site
took
we
all of
were
our
at.
samples.
Or 75
Yeah.
or somewhere in there.
But the waypoint, so what's
Great,
happened
thank
is
you.
we've been given our targets. Waypoint 1 for today and waypoint 2 is our next target. But if we look at our HIPAC map, waypoint 1 and to where we actually just took our samples,
Are
there was
separate.
an offset to the north. And so I think what's happened is the navigators have looked at waypoint 2 and put that offset and said that's,
Okay,
so we've kind of got a new target,
okay,
but it is aiming for waypoint 2. It's just a navigational offset. So we're just trying to reconcile that.
okay.
Look at that bush.
A lot of polychaetes.
What do you call that? Is that their head, their mouth?
Plume.
Plume.
Plume. Yeah, they're plume.
Plume.
Le plume.
Le plume.
So we've actually got the 2 different types of tubeworms there. So we've got
It's
these,
over to the left here.
I think my pronunciation is terrible, Rigstia pisci are these long
it.
skinny ones. And then you see in the middle of that patch there where you can see that red fuzz. That's the, I think that's Para alvanella. So that's what we were seeing when we were just sampling in the diffuse flow section as well.
All right, here's your spot, Lee, I think. Can I see that picture again there, Ben?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
I think I've pushed to the left.
Yeah, you're fairly close to that target.
Yeah, that looks very similar.
Yes,
I got you.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got it. Got it. Great job, Trevor.
Well, that
know
was
my
a lot
ocean.
simpler and went a lot quicker than I anticipated.
Also,
I'm not going to lie.
feeling for the professional here.
Yeah, absolutely. I had faith in you, team, all the time.
1,
but
2,
that's
1.
What's my heading on that one? I'll line it up. Dialed.
oh, look at that. It looks identical. Spot on.
I'm deeper. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Get quick.
Trouble.
Excuse me, fishy. Don't mind us.
So what are we doing here?
Here, well, we are going to go through our same sampling protocol minus the IGTs. So we're back with Amy in a minute, I believe. Yeah.
More super duper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Supercalifragilistic.
The first, hang on, let me just have a quick read over the dive plan to make sure I've got everything. So,
Oh, we're waiting for Lee. Let's zoom in on this fish.
Yeah. Hey, bud.
And this view's heading
Okay.
120,
120. Thank you.
and that lines up pretty well.
yeah, so the first thing
float.
we're going to do is once you're happy and the ship's in position, Trevor, and you want to land, then we're going to use the ROV temperature probe to make sure the temperature is no greater than 100. So it needs to be less than 100 degrees Celsius.
Roger. Is there a spot you want me to try? Like I'm seeing this flow come up to the left of the screen right now.
Yeah, I'll defer to you, Amy. What do you think? We had a circle on our figure, so maybe if we can, maybe once we set down, we can have a look and see where that.
Come wide, please.
You want a little more tether? Or is that good?
That's not bad right now.
I
can
think
do
that
5
was it,
meter.
actually, the spot that Trevor just zoomed in on.
I think we're okay on tether.
Yeah. If anything,
That
you'd go
bit of
that
flow
way,
that you can see.
which would be like,
North.
yeah. Yeah.
Do you want 5 meter?
That
north?
sounds swell.
Okay,
Let's do
great.
that.
I'm going to
Swell.
do 0.45.
North is better. I can't quite see where this flow is coming out of.
No, kind of just to the right of your lasers now.
I see it there, but
There.
I'm following it down lower and I can't see the start. Can you zoom in halfway? Yeah, good there.
Probably where the worms are.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
See if
Just
right
all around.
below where the
Just in
lasers
there.
are.
Yeah, I'll try to put the lasers on them. Lasers are on it right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it
Well, I
looks
can
like
settle
just to
down
the
so I can
left.
poke there.
To the
Yeah.
left right there is something.
Left, right there.
Yeah, lasers on it now.
Yeah, I see those two spots. Okay, wait, why don't I settle down so I can poke both of those, and then we'll go from there.
Great.
Come wide.
There are a lot of sea spiders. There's a lot of picmagonids.
No one's got a
Loads
fear
of
of
them.
spiders here, right?
Are sea spiders arachnids?
No.
No.
Thank you.
It'd be cool if they were.
This is like calling a starfish a starfish, because it's not a fish.
Correct.
Sea spider's not a spider. What's real anymore? See how this does.
Got a good
Whoops.
shot of Herc right now.
Yeah, look at all this stuff.
I was going to say,
Man.
there's lots of rocks as well, so the last part of this sampling protocol here will be a
Let's
lot
bring Argus
easier.
away from the cliff a bit.
Our rock collection.
It's always my favorite thing to collect when I was little. Rocks on rocks on rocks.
So the cliff is, yeah, so we want to go like 315. At least.
Oh, I can't hear you, Amy. So I don't know you on.
When you guys get a chance, you can power on the super and the Prevco bottle.
Sure, yeah, go ahead, Cassidy.
Super's on and Prevco bottles on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Fairly close.
Do we know if this particular
okay?
vent site has a name? The last one was Mount Edwards, if that helps.
If it has a name yet.
Yeah.
Are we still working on the ship move?
Not yet.
The ship
have
will
a
move
list
for a
of
little while, yeah.
names.
It seems like we're heading more towards the cliff.
Yeah.
Because now I'm more
We're still feeling the previous two moves. You can come up in your delta a little bit.
coming up on Delta.
Probably about 20 for right now, and then
Alright,
as the ship moves away, we'll come back down.
so on plan.
Sorry, Science, just standing by on the ship's position, Argus position, before we start sampling and pulling up the wands.
Okay,
Coming
no
up
problem.
Looks like you're getting farther away
I have
now.
to get set
Is
up
that your
anyway.
delta or
Delta's coming up too, which
Okay.
pulls the
Yeah.
sonar away.
Great.
Yeah, that's good for now.
Yeah, we're stopping at 22.
Yeah, I think we'll be safe there. And we'll be safe with the next ship move, so we should be okay. Keep an eye on it. Okay, confirming starting with vehicle temp probe.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, with the ROV temperature probe.
Okay.
the bubble okay?
Pardon me?
Is the bubble in an okay position?
Sure, yeah, I should be fine with the...
So same kind of temperature range, Jamie, we're looking for between 15 and 50, or below 50, below 40, sorry.
I think for this vent,
Yes.
Is there instructions in there as long as it's...
It just says less than 100, so...
Yeah, as long as it's within the biology range, so...
Oh, so it can go hotter,
Yeah.
potentially. Okay,
Because
cool.
we're not necessarily going to do eukaryotic experiments on this set of samples, so
Understood.
yeah.
So less than 100, perfect.
Oh yeah, this has got the...
But it's okay
Super
if it's in
springy.
the same range.
Okay. Okay, yep. Yeah, I think that was more how I should have phrased my question. Should it have been in the same range or could it have been outside the range?
Yeah.
But it can be anywhere between.
Yes, I
Great.
think so.
Should there be a new high pack target for the adjusted waypoint 2, or just wait for samples to come in? Got it.
Yeah, I think we'll wait and we'll just label our samples because we'll have a whole sampling
Yeah,
suite here,
whole
so
suite.
we'll add those.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ben.
The other
like
thing
that at
is
all.
before we start the sampling protocol naming system that they've liked to be established needs a vent name. So I can just arbitrarily name it vent 2 or we can call it something.
Okay, let me look at my list here.
Yeah, just, I think, set on a naming scheme. Sounds...
Oh, get out of here. Okay, let's try that again.
Yep. I'm not sure if there's any problem with having our lat long up. I mean, there's no problem for me, but I'm
That's a Lee question, I think.
unclear. Yeah.
Sorry, what was the question? Oh, I can't hear you.
I can't hear you either.
I see. She wants to have high pack up on SAT, and she's concerned about revealing our lat long. So I don't know.
I don't know in the protocol if we're allowed high pack. I don't think you can broadcast high pack.
All right.
Can you please zoom in
Stand by on
halfway?
that. No, I don't think that's allowed. Hold on.
I was going to suggest
Just zoom in halfway, please.
Gordita vent.
Good there.
Gordita. Goes with Gorda Ridge.
I see, Gordita.
Yeah. That
Sounds
one was provided by Darlene.
Here we go. 11, 14. What are our temperature goals again?
Anything below 100.
2 is
Anything
below
below-
100.
Yeah.
That's quite a threshold.
And stable.
Stable as in staying below 100.
Within 5 again.
Going up quite a bit.
Whoop. Let's move the ship back one more time.
Yeah, it seems like it's rebounding a little more. Correct.
Maybe, yeah, 5 or 10, whatever. Sure, that's fine. Yep, that's great.
Do we have a depth?
Asking for depth, you say?
Mhm. Yes.
2693.
2672.
No, 2693.
Okay. Thank you.
So our max temp at the moment has been 47.1,
Yes.
and we're stabilizing at about 38 at the moment, 38.6. Oh, no. Ignore me. It's going up again. 43. $44. 46.7. Still creeping.
Do you think you're in the center of flow?
You can zoom in a little
It's
more and
hard
we can
to-
check,
I
but
can't
it's hard to tell. Pretty
Yeah.
diffuse. Yeah, go in all the way if you got it.
Oh, there's some cute
Whoop, too
little-
far. Too far on my part.
Maybe a little
Yeah.
farther and up to the right.
It's pretty close.
Or even
It
up
is
to the
close.
left. Hard to say.
Almost looks like it's coming from
Or down.
above.
Yeah.
It could be anywhere.
all four.
Ooh.
All 4 directions.
So I can move it around in there if you'd like.
Sure, let's see if we can get something a little bit higher.
Higher temperature or higher on the
Temperature.
vertical? Okay. How about here?
Yeah, look.
Dropping. Dropping like a rock.
How about at the very right hand part of the screen, there's like a rock
those
that
2 rocks
maybe you
are?
can
Come
yeah,
wide, please.
go in between those rocks.
Keep coming. Keep coming out. Keep all the way out. Thank you. Okay, you can push back in. You're saying right in here?
Yes, try that.
Seven degrees.
Ooh,
And dropping.
okay. Let's go back to the spot you were in.
Exactly the same or somewhere lower maybe?
Try another.
That looks.
But we can't get down into the biofilm
Whoop.
muck.
Whoop.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Don't do that. How about here?
Is that a good spot, Amy? Visually?
18.
It looks like it's good.
19.
It's climbing. 22. 24. 27.
And of course there is the spot just on the bottom left of the screen right now.
Oh yes.
Which we saw when we landed but haven't poked out yet.
Yeah, it's kind of stabilized at 26. Let's try the other one.
Okay, come out a little bit please, halfway. That's actually maybe more. Where is that flow? Where am I seeing that? Oh, I found it. Okay. It's right.
Yeah, next to that
Right
rock.
here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll line that up and then we can zoom in please. All the way. Or
Needle it up a little more. There we go. Perfect.
great, okay.
It's going down. 10 degrees.
Yeah, not very hot there, pretty diffuse.
7.
I would say this is not our spot.
Yeah. All right, let's,
Kick him out.
yeah. Try to go back to that spot that you had at first that was 40s.
Sure.
Remember where that was? And we'll try to sample there.
All right, push in please. That's good. Yeah.
Oh,
Jellyfish.
jelly. I'm just
There.
amazed at the amount of life here.
Yeah,
It's
look at
kind
that.
of all these limpet. I didn't realize as well. There's a whole mix of limpets and gastropods and everything.
Everything.
Limpet.
And what are the limpets?
25.8. All of the white ones are actually limpets, and then there's a darker brown, which I think is a type of snail, like a gastropod as well. So there's a real mix.
And what are those shaggy ones in front of the probe?
That I don't know. That's something growing on a tube.
Yeah.
So 34, still climbing. 35.
Looks like that's our spot,
Mm-hmm.
somewhere around in that zone.
Yeah.
We're going to be using the wand with the temperature probe, correct?
Yes.
So we can
we'll
find a
do
good
the
spot.
3 filters with that wand, and then 1 bag with the
Okay.
other wand.
Great. Do you want to keep the temp probe here now, or should I get the wand going?
Let's see if it stabilizes. It's still going up, actually. 33.6.
It did drop for a little bit and then back up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like it's stopped now. Let's switch to the super wand
Okay, come wide.
inlet.
So Amy, just reading through our plan here, obviously it's given us our flow rate and it tells us to filter at least 15 litres, which is the same as before. What do you want to do? Do you need to keep it comparative, or do you want to try and get more water at this site?
I'm going to keep it the same,
Okay,
partly because I'm not certain that the numbers are correct.
of course, okay.
And after I speak
Aye.
with Eric about it, I'll have a better idea. But
Of the actual volumes?
yeah,
Okay,
I think it will be okay.
okay.
Yeah.
No,
It
that's
looks
fine.
like
If you're
the
happy,
bag's
I'm
filled
happy.
completely.
Yeah,
So I think it's pretty close.
okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
When you have a moment, Amy, could you please share with the audience the temperatures that you're collecting right now?
I think it was about 33 degrees Celsius.
Okay, thank you.
Get out of there.
So yeah, first of all, we just use the ROV temperature probe, which gives us a live feed on the rest of the science bench here in the ROV pilots, just to have a look at the temperature, so we could see that we actually maxed out at 49.8, but it was kind of stabilizing, as Amy says, around 33,
Yes.
30,
Yeah.
33, 34. And now Trevor, our Hercules pilot, is getting the super wand ready, and Amy will control that, and she'll have access to a different temperature that goes direct to her computer and is able to see the temperatures being logged from that.
Change my mind. Let's do this. Oh, yep. Shake that out. Okay, that's looking good. This guy out.
I'm showing about 4 degrees, 5, 3.
Okay, could I have a half zoom, please? Good there. Oop, too far. Okay, I'm close. Could I get a full zoom now? That's good. How's that looking there, Amy?
It's showing about 10 degrees. 12, 13, 14 is going up.
Okay.
16, 18, 20, 24, 29, 30, 32.